Hi everyone, it's Raleigh, and today I'm planning my Hobonichi Cousin for the week of March the 10th. And for this week, I thought I'm gonna center things around this great washi I got from Coffee Monster Co. It's got a bunch of birds on it, and it's really cute. So I've been wanting to use this for a little while in a weekly. And then I also recently got the quarterly subscription, which included these really adorable little duck kind of list things. So I'm gonna kind of use those as a combo with a few other bits, but I'm gonna start by putting the days of the week up top. And Ren is helping me, question mark. All right, so I have managed to work around Ren and get the days of the week in there. So I think the next thing I'm gonna do is put the washi, and I think I'm gonna just put it across the top because it's kind of the inspiration for this week. Let me get it started. Hang on, I'm just gonna trim the end a little bit. There we go. All right, so I'll just pull this across, and this is just adorable. Little chickens and ducks and eggs. And Ren. I guess it's appropriate. She's got a bird name too. Okay, this is getting a little trickier. This is how I end up with fur under my washi. Okay, so I'll get this down. And I can't believe we're well into March now. Had the time change happen when we did our spring forward. Another reason to kind of have the chicks in this one for this week. But yeah, things are improving. We got some sunshine where I am, a little bit of a warm up in temperatures. There's still some snow on the ground, but not as much. And the last week at work was better. Things have been improving, which I anticipated. So it's nice just to have that bit of pressure off. I was able to see some more friends and family this weekend. So just as I was hoping, anticipating, things that have been improving after a somewhat kind of dreary and challenging February. This down, but I'm looking forward to this week. Trim that. Yeah. Oh, that's adorable. All right, so what am I gonna do next? So I do want to put, I was kind of thinking of putting the numbers in for the days of the week, but there's not really room up top. Maybe I can put it underneath the washi. I don't normally do that, but let me do something a little different. I'm trying to, kind of think I want to put some color behind them. Let me just see what green kind of goes. Okay, kind of on the duck's head, maybe green. I'll try to find the closest one to that. I think it'll look good if I put just, yeah, a bit of the color behind it, since I didn't really do a color behind the days of the week, so I think that'll work. See, the other thing I like about having this in a little insert that I can take out, I also take it with me if I'm going shopping, if I'm thinking I might be picking up another color. Oh yeah, before we do that, I'm gonna draw my line to separate out the weekend. All right, I had a little more help from Ren, unexpectedly. All right, so let's put a little bit of green here. I think this will be a good color to put behind the numbers. Just for a little something. Let's grab this. Okay. Let's see. Okay, you know what? I think I need a little bit more color behind there, so let me lift this up. And we'll just put another little swatch underneath these ones. And I found I've been doing this more lately rather than using kind of full kits, because I find I don't use all the labels, just to pick a washi and a couple colors that go with it. All right, I think this will be a little better. Oh, that's such a pretty green. And I don't use it that often because it's fairly dark. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. So we'll get all these down. All the numbers are down, so now got to start to think about what else I want to include here. And this is kind of going to be a sort of a mishmash of things. I think I have some flags that go with this from another kit. So I do on Tuesday have a wellness day at work, day off. So I'm going to put that down here. And I want to put a note underneath. So I'm going to pick another accent color. I think I'm going to go with like a taupey because I don't think I want anything really dark here. Find a good color for that. Yeah, I think this will work. I can put details in there. Oh, this is so cute. All right, what else do I want to add to this? Oh yes, I forgot. I have to put my ducks in a row. So I'm going to use these as my little sort of bullet points for things to do each day. And so grab these. So I'm going to put them kind of through the week, except for Thursday, or except for Tuesday. I won't do it on Tuesday. But I find having this, I did this a few weeks ago too, having sort of 3 spots in a day of 3 things I want to get done is helpful. Oh, you know what? I'm going to move this over so it covers the numbers a little bit. Put my ducks in a row. I think that looks really cute. And I'm also going to add, I think I'm going to use this to do a little tracker for this week. And I think this week I'm going to, I'm just going to move this, I think. And I think this week I want to make note of when I'm waking up and going to sleep, and then maybe something kind of midday, maybe if I do some kind of activity or, yeah, just something a little different. I noticed last week, for some reason, I was having trouble sleeping through the night, which happens to me occasionally, but I was a little surprised because, you know, over the last couple of weeks, generally, things have kind of eased up and I've been a little bit more relaxed. So I'm not quite sure if it's maybe that feeling of when you've been sort of tense or anxious for an extended period of time, when it stops, it takes a while for your body to kind of calibrate again. So I do want to make note this week of when I'm going to sleep, when I'm waking up. And I just added the other label there too. Now I think I do want to, now I do need to find a way to separate so I can have my list at the bottom. And I think I'm going to use this washi. This was another one that came in the recent quarterly subscription. It's kind of affirmations. And I kind of like that it's black and white, so it's a little more subtle. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I debated, sometimes with these ones that are lighter, I put a color behind them, but I think with this one, I'll actually like the look of it better if it's just the white. Hang on, I'm going to kind of start this in the right place. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to run this across. I think it'll be a good subtle divider for the week. It ran. And that's looking good, just the kind of visual I was looking for. Yeah, I'm liking this setup. And I don't want to put too much more in, but let's see. Oh yeah, I'm going to put another, just a sticky here for the weekend. Not really that it, you know, the word the weekend needs to be there. I just kind of like the balance of it, having a couple of the stickies there. And I have a few other stickers I'll add in for, I'll probably use other little stickers for things like garbage pickup, and then maybe I'll use them instead of headers along the bottom for my lists, but let's see what we got here. All right, my camera stopped recording and I hadn't realized, so apologies. But you can kind of see what I've done. So I just put the tiny icons. I put some other kind of text in the little labels there. I've put down some icons for the different areas I'll be making lists along the bottom. And now I'm just throwing in some little extra stickers I had, little egg stickers that I thought were cute, just to kind of fill out the theme. But I'm happy with the way that this turned out. I think it's a good balance. I really like this washi. It makes me smile. And yeah, I think the overall look of this is good, and I'll be happy to use it this week. And yeah, looking forward to a good week. I hope you all have one as well, and that you are still enjoying your planners. And yeah, so thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week.